Good evening, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our weekly show, David's Kitchen. Today we've got the betta fish. He's in a state of slumber. I'm going to bring this into the show so you can take a look at him. There he is. Now, if I shake this, he's immediately activated. See that? He knows I'm going to feed him. I've trained him to know that when I shake the jar, he's ready to go. And these pellets are really small. This little pellet is all he wants. You missed it. Oh, he got two. He's overeating today. All right, so, whoa, action cam. This is my kitchen. Today we're going to be making a variety of things. Oh, I'm glad your lady therapist is helping you. Yeah, the cooking show relaxes people. Okay, so we're going to need a pan and a half an onion. You're going to need some cheese, some slicing cheese. I like Monterey Jack or sharp cheddar or something. You're going to need a package of cheap ham. And I got this package for $2.99. And this is twice as big. It's 2 pounds for $2.99. So it's $1.50 a pound of sliced ham. We're going to use some sliced ham today. And some cheap eggs. We're going to use 1 egg of these cheap eggs. $1 a dozen. We're going to be cooking with some organic, great seed, non-GMO bread today. 2 slices. So let's get started with the bread. Oh, I guess you didn't hear me too well. Sorry. No, those are fresh eggs. They've been in the refrigerator for 2 weeks. Eggs last months in the refrigerator. I mean, at least 1 or 2 months in the refrigerator. I would not worry about it. Please, don't give me crap about the GMO factory farm eggs. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm off camera. Apparently I have to be over here to be seen. Okay. Let's start with the bread. We're going to lightly toast that bread in a thing called a toaster. Ta-da! The toaster. You put the slices of bread in the toaster. You make sure it's plugged in. Okay? Sometimes they don't fit. You can just jam them in because they get smaller as you go. Then you push the toaster down like this. And then drop the bread inside. Okay, I'm going to set that on a light toast while I talk to you guys. No, I never, I've had food, I've had what is called salmonella poisoning one time when I got some stuff somebody put out, crab salad. Don't ever do it. Crab salad is notorious for going bad. It's that crab stuff they make at the market, pre-made. You don't know what's in it. I was going to make tater eggs, egg taters. I would love to shop at the Franz Outlet store. Yeah, I won't eat crab salad. It's not crap salad. Well, don't get started. I opened up a can of smoked oysters last night, and I said, I can't be eating this can of smoked oysters at 2 in the morning. So I just had like 3 of them and then put them back in the refrigerator. I'll have a few more later. But yeah, well, I'm still making the toast. It's taking a while. Oh, you get the egg, by the way. See that this, take a pan like this. Okay. And then you break the egg in there. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't too hard, was it? Yeah, that was pretty easy. Well, I these are brown eggs. I mean, that alone makes them better than white eggs, don't you think? Yeah, if you tap the egg in the bowl, then you have this dried egg stuff at the back of your bowl you never get off. You want to take that egg and give it a little mix, like that. All right, going over to the chopping block. I'm going to take that onion and take the peelings off the onion. Well, I would love to see free-range eggs in this show. But I teach people how to live on a budget, okay? Look, if you want to buy strictly organic, ask yourself, how much of that organic food is hit by radiation from Fukushima? Yeah, ask yourself that. Hey, that toast sprung up. It's ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and put some onions in the bottom of a pan. Okay, we're going to start this pan at level 3. I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to get started with just about a couple tablespoons, more than 2 tablespoons. That's good. Okay, we're going to get that pan hot. And we're going to put the onions in the hot pan and let it cook. Thank you very much. It was not special. It's so relaxing to cook with a person who's proficient, like myself. This is not slop. This is, that was top of the line olive oil, too. By the way, you've got to worry about the scam. There's a Bertolli's has been found to have canola oil in it. There's some Italian people that are packaging canola oil as olive oil. You know, you come into the docks, you don't know what you're going to get, you know. I filled it up with some oil, whatever. You know, this goes to U.S. Really? Yeah, check it out. Olive oil scam. Google it. But a good set of knives are the best, Deeker. But one good knife is always the best. And I was fortunate enough to have an ex-friend of mine come over and scam me for this knife. Yeah, he started working as a Cutco representative. And he managed to sell me this for $30. And, you know, in the long run, I'm very thankful he did, because it stays sharp forever. It never goes bad. I'm going to kick those onions up to 6 right now. Yeah. I just want to get them cooked quick. Otherwise, it's just me sitting here to talk to you. No, I don't have the ability to do AdSense. I can't make AdSense money on YouTube and run a campaign. Yeah. The problem is YouTube is being censored. They actually are owned by the government, and they shut me down on YouTube. My number of subscribers has remained the same in 6 years. So tell me that's completely insane. How could I have the same number of subscribers in 6 years with thousands, millions of people watching? Yeah, the same number hasn't moved at all. And you can try to subscribe, you'll notice it doesn't. We've seen my viewership in 2011 was at 20,000 hits a week. I know it's wrong, but there's nobody, you can't contact Google. No one will answer. Because the government doesn't want to be talked to. Well, no, I suspend my campaign. Look, if I got a serious offer from a syndicated company, say Sirius Radio, contact me, said, hey, we would love your show. We want you to do a regular show. We want you to stop all broadcasting on all free networks. I'd say no. Because I rely on the free networks. I need people who watch free content. Those are the people I want to reach, not somebody sitting in their $50,000 car listening to Sirius Radio. Okay. The political show tonight, great, you found it. No, there was a link. Yeah, I have millions and millions of viewers around the world. So it's not a question of making money on this. It's a question of somehow reaching out to the press in America. And the press is very hesitant to do stories on Americans because they've been told by the Illuminati, or whoever pays their bills, that if they do, they'll lose their job. Yeah, our entire media, there is no free press in America. What is left is the internet. No. Would I hire? No. Okay, now those onions are cooking really fast and hard. Okay, the first thing you want to do is actually get your ham out of the package. Now this is Bar S, one of the finest ham slices you'll ever find. Bar S is by far you get the hickory smoky flavor that ham is so well known for. Somebody told me a Monte Cristo is supposed to have turkey in it. And I just don't think that turkey is on my cost agenda. I can afford 2 slices of this stuff to make a real big Monte Cristo. It's a 2-pound piece for $3. So, I mean, I could 2 slices of 30 cents max. So what I do is with a ham, because there can be some nitrates on it. I'm going to go down to level 3 now on the onions. Is I rinse them off like that. Are some of you getting excited? It is kind of exciting to see the ham getting rinsed, even though it's dead meat. Yeah, rinse the ham off. I've had a lot of people talk about, toxins, weird stuff. Of course, I use filtered water. Okay, take those onions that are cooking there. To get a light on them, you can't see this. Take those onions and just throw that ham right on top of those onions. Give it a little shake. Put the remainder of this ham away. Wow, I had no idea I had an effect on Real Man. I don't drink, so that's great. Right on, Real Man. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I made the mistake of putting the bread in too early in the eggs. Now the bread is slightly toasted, so it doesn't break down. If you put it in the eggs too long, let it soak, it can be a problem. Processed packaged meat causes cancer, according to NPR. Again, it's coming from a group of people that don't want you to eat actual meat. You see, the theory is that the people that make our food, it's a lot harder to raise meat than it is to raise genetically modified soybeans that are Roundup ready, that'll cause tumors in your colon. So there's a whole move by the upper elite to push articles and stories about how meat is bad for you, because it's harder for them to make the meat. That's just a fact, Jack. So, I'm going to go over here with the mic, Mr. Microphone. You can practically see Mr. Microphone in the picture here. And we're going to go ahead and rotate this around. Flip it over. Hi, Sarah. Hello. What we're trying to do is get a browning on the outside of the meat, light brown. was your day?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, have a good day. Now, if you don't have any oil, you can use butter. Butter is really good. And you can even use butter at any time in the process. Okay? All right. We're going to go ahead and lift the meat. I know you don't chop the meat. Meat doesn't chop. You just want to make sure it's kind of brownish on the outside. It's not too brown. It doesn't have to be. And the onions are strictly for flavor. Yeah, that's good. It's cooked ham, so you don't have to cook it. You know what I mean? All right, this spatula is essential. We're taking the egg mix down here. We're going to take that toast, which is kind of hard right there, and just stick it in the egg like that. And then rotate it. And then rotate it. Okay, like that. Leaving the rest of the egg for the other slice. Then put it in the container. Preferably not on the ham, just right on the surface of the pan. The ham you can put off to the side. Like that. Okay, cover it up. And you can put that other piece of bread in the rest of the egg, let it soak. Like that. Okay, this dish requires some cheese, so I've got a handy dandy cheese slicer here. You want to just slice off some basic slices. I'm going to say for this meal about 4 or 2 standard slices from an American cheese brand. You can use any type of cheese. I prefer cheddar. This is Monterey Jack because it was on sale. A 2-pound container of cheese costs $4.99. And this is down to 1 pound right there. 1 pound. So what I'm going to do is flip that bread over now that it's cooked on one side. Okay. And now is a really good time for a little bit of butter. So what I do is I put a little bit of butter at the base of the bread. So I cut off a little pat like that much. And when I lift the bread with a spatula and get ready to flip it, I put a little butter down there. And that helps it from sticking. And it gives the other side of that Monte Cristo a really nice thing. So then take I know you guys can't get too close here, but move it as close as you can. And take the ham and put a piece of cheese in between it and put the second slice on top. Put another piece of cheese between that and then roll that slice over. And you can crisscross this and do anything you want. The idea is to have a nice, really nice amount of ham in there. And you can take some of the onions and put it on top. So I'm making sure that it's not sticking at the base of that piece. Very good. And then I'm going to take and put at the very top, I'm going to put 2 more pieces of that cheese. And I'm going to take a piece the last piece of bread that had the egg on it. I'm going to grab a little bit more butter and do the same thing. I'm going to float this over again. Put the butter on the bottom when you do it. The idea is to get underneath the bread that's currently cooking with a spatula. Put the butter down there. Take your spatula, pushing the butter around the base. Rotate the whole sandwich over. Take the onions and kind of press them up against it. Now turn it down to low. Simmer. Okay, then take the bowl that you have the eggs in and put just a little bit of water at the base. See that? Okay, that takes and gets rid of all the egg, and then put all the rest of the egg on top of the entire sandwich with the water on it, covered up. Okay. We're done. That's it. That's all it is. And you let this sit on the stove. And the egg in the toast congeals or whatever firms up. And the entire dinner is pretty much ready to slice in half. Yeah, congeal, eggs, firm up. So it's kind of like milk toast without the milk. Okay, you're getting depressed. Hang on, I have an immediate solution for depression. Hold on. Yeah, we got a solution here. You need to eat potatoes. They say that potatoes are really good for depression. So I'm going to make you some potato eggs. Okay? Now, Sarah doesn't like eggs. How much do you think I paid for? I'll show you the potatoes here. My mic is cutting out sometimes. Yeah, that's because I'm moving around. Okay, here's a potato. It's a Yukon Gold potato. I have 15 pounds of potatoes. Let me take a look. I have 15 pounds of potatoes. How much do you think I paid for this whole bag of potatoes? And we're talking 15 pounds is a lot. How much do you think I paid? 99 cents? What are you, crazy? $2.99 for non-GMO potatoes. Okay, they might be, no, they're not genetically modified. They're not brown, no. Do we have to have an argument about the kind of potatoes I'm going to make you so you wouldn't be so depressed? Well, you notice how pissed off you are? That's one way to get out of depression. All right, so the Monte Cristo is ostensibly done. So I'm going to take a bowl, which I'm cleaning off for you. Ta-da! I've got some water I'm going to put in with the onion. turn it up to level 3. That is a beautiful Monte Cristo. I'm going to let it sit there. The cost of this sandwich is $1. The net cost. Top quality ingredients. Now, I recommend, thank you, use the mic. I recommend washing the potato off. I recommend washing the potato off and then cutting the potato like so, without even peeling this sucker. Dice it up about a 1/4 inch thick. Throw that in the water you just put on the stove with that pan hot. Okay, let all those slices sit right on the stove. And that beautiful onion that you just The nice thing about Yukon Golds or yellow potatoes or red potatoes is you can pretty much eat with the skin. The skin's not bad for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ramp that up to level 6 again with that water I put in it. I'm actually going to put a little bit more water in. Okay. I'm making steak eggs, rather tater eggs. I've been trying to convince people that fast food would be great if we had a 50-cent menu. The dollar menu is just too expensive for discount. I know. I'm a trained professional at this, saving money. Ramp it up. Level 6. What are you trying to trigger my anger? Nice try. Yeah, well, the idea of making a 50-cent menu would really revive McDonald's. So much is talked about with the whole idea of save some energy. The whole idea of $1 menus is just ridiculous. People can't afford $1. So 50-cent steak eggs or steak fry eggs, something like that. Egg taters, something like that. With a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it. You could have a nice meal for 50 cents. In fact, they could put it in a big hamper and you could have like a dispenser where you hit a button, put 50 cents in, it would just drop the egg taters out. We can't play that for you right now. That's in the other room. I do grow my own vegetables in the backyard. I'd order a pine float, basically a toothpick and a glass of water, and ask for 4 packs of ketchup. And I'd make myself a discount Bloody Mary without the vodka. For people who are, they don't drink. Ooh. I forgot I put an onion in there. I just ate the onion. Let me try that onion. It's pretty good. Well, you see the steak fries in the back, whatever the heck they are. The onions were cooking. And then now they're just imbuing the flavor of the onions and the ham and everything in the sandwich. See that unburner go off and on? Isn't that cool? And because you cut the potatoes really small, they're practically done right now. It would take 45 minutes on the stove, boiling slowly. But because that pan is hot, and because those onion juices are going into those potatoes, I can throw any number of things on it, but what you don't want to do is take the cover off. Just shake it up so it doesn't burn. Okay. All right, we're going down to level 3 again. There we go. Okay, this layer of savings is the accompaniment to your discount of Monte Cristo. For the vampire on a budget. I know. I feel like I'm at a Pearl Jam concert right now. This would be fantastic if you could have Kobe beef and a balut egg dish. I mean, think of this, the possibilities. I would even go with an ostrich egg. Yes. But no, those potatoes are rapidly cooking. I've got one stuck to the pan, so I'm going to have to open up. I'm going to open up the pan, everybody. Here we go. Yep, they're still cooking. They're not ready to take the egg yet. The egg has to be the right temperature. The potatoes have to be done. But this additional potato cost you, the 2 eggs, ramp this entire cost up to $1.25. The whole meal, including the tater eggs. The mic is hardly working. Yeah, I know. Well, wait till next week when I get the lavalier mic. Wait till next week when I get the lavalier mic. I have not made anything with Spam yet. I am thinking of a Spam loaf. I am considering Spam loaf. I'm giving it a lot of thought. I know there's a big Spam coalition going on here. But I'm going to do something with the Spam that may be unusual. And many of you may be a little bit put off by what I'm going to do with the Spam. I'm going to re-energize it. I'm going to bring back some flavorings. I'm going to push oregano into it. I'm going to add lemon zest. And then I'm going to throw that into a loaf with breadcrumbs. Turkey Spam? Yeah, I'll look into it. Some of you Muslims are really concerned about ham. I notice the Subway won't even carry it in some parts of the country now. Okay, we're almost there. Those potatoes take a little longer than expected. But the water's about right. I'm going to add a little bit more water. There we go. Pretty good. The idea is I'm going to take, once it's reached the point where the potatoes are just at the point where you can press into them. They're not quite there yet. You take the 2 eggs and drop them on top and give them a little mix and then cover it right up and let it simmer. And it creates like an egg-infused souffle. Now, Sarah and I have had a big discussion about souffles and soufflettes. I developed the souffle, a modification of the souffle. And she and I had a big discussion about it. It's like an omelet, but I call it a souffle. Well, potatoes are your starch. You don't need the crackers. And the bread is more than enough starch. Yeah. I've never had yaba. Is that what they served in the Flintstones? And why? Yeah, why the big yabba dabba doo? Hey, Barney. Hey, what, Fred? What you doing, buddy? Yabba dabba doo. Gee, Fred, I didn't think that Wilma was around. What are you, some sort of a transgender? Now, wouldn't that be great to see the Flintstones dealing with the issues we're dealing with right now? Well, Maxine Waters is pushing an impeachment plan, and how could I not like that? She won me over big time, man. For years, I thought Maxine Waters was just some raging inner city woman who's just fighting for her people. I can't. This is not Johnny Cash. Look, I got to tell you something. If you are of the belief that Maxine Waters is someone who you should just forget about, she has a lot of clout. No brown hair gets her places, let me tell you. She knows what those other power brokers deal with. She's been a woman, a black woman. How long has she been in office? You realize how hard that is to do? To be a black woman in a white man's world? I'll tell you how hard it is, honey. Yeah, it's not easy. Nice floor. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're ready. Okay, this is the final step. You lift up the cover. Make sure nothing's sticking. Yep, you're almost to the point where you can set those eggs in there. Turn it down to melt. pan itself will cook these eggs. There's one egg. Flop, flop, fizz, fizz. Two eggs. Okay. Now take and kind of massage those eggs in. The yolk's going to break a little bit. Press them into the potatoes. Munch them around. Do whatever you want. Make sure you don't have any eggs floating on the side. You want to get them toward the middle. What you're doing is kind of a light scramble. There you go. Now I've learned to cook with stainless steel because there's no stick-free, cancer-causing Teflon, and I prefer it now. It's taken me a while, and one of the secrets to working with stainless steel is you've got to put a little bit of water. Taking a little bit of water and put it on the outside of your dish. Just enough to keep everything kind of moist. Okay, now this is on a melt setting. So that means it's going to sit there. And since it's going to sit there, you might as well top it off with some good ingredients. So this will be the final dish when it's ready. So what you want to do is, now I need the light. Take Parmesan cheese and cover it with Parmesan and a little pepper. Not necessarily in that order. And let it sit. And with that melt feature, which is really nice on these glass top stoves, it just cooks it very slowly, and in about half an hour, it'll be absolutely perfect. And your soufflet will be born. So, that's pretty cool. And always compost, compost. So that's the end of this. The session, we made a beautiful discount of Monte Cristo, which you can cut in half when you serve it. This can be reheated in the microwave if you want to zap it for 20 seconds or 30 seconds. This will be ready to cook, ready to eat as an additional dish, the potato dish, tater eggs, and your entire cost for your entire meal was no more than, you guessed it, no more than $1.25. I mean, I might even say, Jesus loves you. There you go. All right. Yeah. And you just had an incredible meal that was cost nothing. Nothing. My hair is pretty much safe. It doesn't drop out. But yours might. Don't eat ramen. They found that ramen has fluoride in it. There's no view count on our site. Yeah, they pulled it out. Ramen has fluoride in it. Yeah. I never thought they'd have fluoride in ramen, but I mean, it's really, really bad for you. Make egg noodles. If you like the taste of ramen, just make egg noodles. Better for you. All right. Well, this has been another wonderful meal. Discount of Monte Cristo, $1 for one person, plus 25 cents for the steak, or I keep calling them steak eggs. Egg taters. Thank you. All right, I'm going to start the other show in the room. In the meantime, I'm going to play some music for you. Blog Talk Radio. Yeah, we pulled up a couple of amazing songs. Let me play you another song we made called Melt Away. And I'll be right back with the other broadcasting room. I can put my suit and tie on. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. It's always nice to teach people low-cost ways of saving money. Truly. All right. everyone. See you later.